Our top focus story, an Indian Air Force AN32 aircraft with 29 service personnel and crew on board is missing over the Bay of Bengal. The aircraft was on a routine sortie from Chennai to Port Blair. The Indian Air Force, the Indian Navy and the Coast Guard have now launched a massive search operation. As many as 13 ships, 8 aircraft and a submarine have joined the hunt. The AN32 aircraft had its last contact at 8:46 this morning, shortly after taking off. That was 16 minutes after it took off from the Tambaram Air Base. India Today's Jugal Purohit and Akshay Nath now join me for more on the story. Akshay, what's the latest?
Gaurav, it's seen here that 23 passengers and 6 crew members were on board on that flight which took off at 8:30 from the Tambaram base where I'm standing right now. The flight was actually supposed to take off at 7:30, but there was a delay. And it's also reported that thrice in this month alone, there were technical issues in this aircraft which goes every week to Port Blair. Also right now breaking in is the news that the officials, the state government officials who are here to talk with the Air Force authorities have been returned without any information, and they're very disappointed with the way they were treated, that they're going to take the matters to the Chief Minister of the state regarding the same, saying that they were not given proper information about what is happening. They wanted to know if any Tamilian person was also there, and also wanted to know more details about what is going on about the rescue mission.
Stay with me for a moment. Let me also quickly bring in Jugal Purohit for more on the story. Jugal, where have rescue operations reached? Who were personnel on board?
Well, Gaurav, there's an update that we have for our viewers. In fact, a slightly disappointing one. The Indian Navy's P-8I aircraft, which is the best asset for a job like this, the first sortie of that has been completed, and I am not too happy to report that there has been no spotting of any wreckage. There's been no spotting of any survivors that the P-8I has been able to make. I'm also given to understand that a second one is going to be launched very soon, and the Navy has in fact assured that it will continue searching using its infrared and other night enabling operations aspect of the P-8I, and the sorties will continue. But for now, Gaurav, unfortunately, there's been no reporting of anything. The Air Force has placed a C-130J as well as an AN-32 at the disposal of the Navy, because this is a maritime event. That's why the Navy will be the one which will be looking at the entire.
Jugal, I will come back to you for more. Keep tracking that story. For the moment, Jugal Purohit and Akshay Nath, many thanks. Let's also quickly take a look at some of our other top stories here on India Today.
BSP's abuse for abuse policy to target expel BJP leader Daya Shankar Singh had backfired. A case has been lodged in Lucknow police station against Mayawati and his top leaders after BSP workers flung sexist slur at the ousted BJP Neta's daughter and sister. Meanwhile, Daya Shankar Singh is still untraceable and multiple raid is on to nab him.
The Bahujan Samaj Party is battling for the honor of its president Mayawati against a vulgar slur by now expelled BJP leader. But the protesting BSP workers have sparked outrage by launching their own crass and vulgar tirade.
आज मायावती जी आज टिकटों का इस तरह से बिक्री कर रही हैं। यदि कोई कंटेक्ट करती है तो जब तक पूरा नहीं करती है तो उसको नहीं तोड़ती है, लेकिन प्रदेश की हमारी इतनी बड़ी नेता 3 बार की मुख्यमंत्री मायावती जी किसी को 1 करोड़ रुपया में टिकट देती हैं, कोई 1 घंटे के बाद 2 करोड़ देने वाला मिलता है तो उसको टिकट दे देती है।
Clearly going overboard, abusing women members of the now expelled BJP leader Daya Shankar Singh's family. The The abuse for abuse policy has now backfired on the BSP. A case has now been registered against the BSP Supremo Mayawati and top BSP leaders after complaints by Daya Shankar's family. Meanwhile, the Uttar Pradesh police is still carrying out raids across the state to nab Daya Shankar Singh, who is missing. There is more trouble for Daya Shankar Singh in store. The expelled BJP leader is facing an FIR from a Bihar court after complaint filed by a Mahadalit RJD leader. A court in Hajipur has also ordered an FIR against BJP chief Amit Shah. Bureau Report, India Today.
A day after allegedly endangering parliament security systems through live streaming, Bhagwant Mann, the Aam Aadmi Party MP, has apologized. But his apology has failed to cut ice with the speaker. Both the Congress and the BJP have joined hands on this issue. But there's more trouble in store for the comedian, which is that his colleagues now claim that he comes drunk to the house and reeks of alcohol.
मैं इस वक्त गड्डी दे विच जा रहा पार्लियामेंट ते विजय चौक आ गया विजय चौक इधर राष्ट्रपति भवन आ गया
Aam Aadmi Party MP Bhagwant Mann is in the eye of a storm after he posted this video on social media.
नवीं चीज ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦਿਖਾਉਂਗਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਦਿਖਾਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੀ ਮੈਂ ਅਕਸਰ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਭਾਸ਼ਣਾਂ 'ਚ ਕਿ ਲੋਕਤੰਤਰ 'ਚ ਲੋਕ ਵੱਡੇ ਨੇ ਲੀਡਰ ਵੱਡੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਲੋਕਤੰਤਰ ਦੇ ਮਾਲਕ ਲੋਕ ਨੇ ਮੈਂ ਇਸ ਵਕਤ ਗੱਡੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਸਵਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਸਬਮਿਟ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਲੱਕੀ ਡਰਾ ਨਿਕਲਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦਿਖਾਉਂਗਾ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਮੈਂ ਕੈਮਰਾ ਉੱਪਰ ਕਰੂੰਗਾ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟ
Mann's grand tour, literally of the inner circles of the parliament, has set political corridors ablaze.
ਰਾਸ਼ਟਰਪਤੀ ਭਵਨ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਇਹ ਰਾਸ਼ਟਰਪਤੀ ਭਵਨ ਤੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਅਕਸਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਬੁਰਜੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਫੋਟੋ
Congress party and the other parties in opposition wanted to know why there has been inaction on the part of the government for 24 hours.
Forcing the Aam Aadmi Party MP to tender an apology.
अनजाने में मैंने संसद में जब आ रहा था शून्यकाल डालने तो मैं वीडियो बना ली तो जिसके लिए मैं आपसे बिना शर्त माफी मांगता हूँ मैं भी देश के लोकतंत्र के सबसे बड़े इस मंदिर का सम्मान करता हूँ
But Mann's apology failed to cut ice.
मैं कह रही हूँ ये सवाल केवल माफी मांगने से भी नहीं होगा क्योंकि ऑल पार्लियामेंट मेंबर्स आर एजिटेटेड एंड नॉट ओनली पार्लियामेंट मेंबर्स के एजिटेशन का सवाल नहीं है पार्लियामेंट की सिक्योरिटी.
But it looks like there's more trouble brewing for the Aam Aadmi Party MP. Mann has been accused of turning up to Parliament several times under the influence of alcohol, and the Speaker took note of this.
कुछ मेंबर्स ने पहले भी एक दो बार बोला था अभी भी ये शिकायतें आई है इन सब बातों को सोचिए.
It was Bhagwant Mann versus parliamentarians today, with the Aam Aadmi Party MP left to defend his controversial video. But it looks like his defence fell flat. With the Speaker too stepping in, will action be taken against the Aam Aadmi Party MP? Bureau Report, India Today.
The Delhi police has busted a sex racket with alleged links to celebrities, VIPs and even defence personnel. The mastermind, who was nabbed during a routine income tax raid, allegedly used women from foreign countries to serve many VIPs. A Russian girl has also been found at the accused PN Sanil's upscale Safdarjung Enclave house in South Delhi.
A routine income tax raid exposed a high-profile sex racket running from a posh South Delhi locality. Tax officers stumbled upon WhatsApp messages and passport of foreign women suggesting involvement of many VIPs. The accused, PN Sanyal, was taken into custody after a Russian woman was recovered from his house.
रेड में जो इनको ऐसे इंक्रिमिनेटिंग डॉक्यूमेंट्स मिले इन शेप ऑफ व्हाट्सएप मैसेजेस और पासपोर्ट का कॉपीज एसएमएसेस वो मिले जो इसमें उन्होंने इंडिकेट किया कि ये किसी लार्जर रैकेट में शामिल है.
The Delhi police suspects the accused supplied sex workers from abroad to politicians and even top defence officials. A retired army colonel, Ajay Ahlawat, has also been arrested for being part of this sex racket. Passports of several foreign women with the accused have added to the mystery.
मेरे से पैसा लिया कि एक प्रॉपर्टी लेनी है, उसमें प्रॉपर्टी कम की थी, पैसा ये खा गए इसमें, फिर मेरे से उधार पैसा ले रखा था, वो जब मुझे ज़रूरत थी नहीं दिया, फिर धमकाने धमकाने भी लगे।
The kingpin was fond of flaunting his high-profile connections with the celebrities. The accused possessed letterheads of several politicians, including the BJP MP Jagdambika Pal. He even called several government officials posing as SP leader Naresh Agarwal. The Delhi police has now formed a special team to probe the sex racket and investigate if the sex racket used honey traps to net celebrities and defence personnel. With Chirag Goti in Delhi, Bureau Report India Today.
Virat Kohli is now only 3 runs behind former India captain Rahul Dravid when it comes to the highest score by an Indian captain in West Indies. He will not only target that record but also his first double ton in Test career. Take a look at how Virat Kohli was a first day, first show hit in the West Indies.
Test cricket is something that when you perform in test matches, it gives you immense satisfaction, job satisfaction. When people say that, oh, I'm probably batting as well as I ever have and all that stuff, I still feel that in test cricket I still have a long way to go. I want test match victories, I want series wins. At the same time, I want to be a very consistent test match player.
This is the second highest score by an Indian captain in West Indies. This is the second highest number of runs scored by an Indian in one day in the Caribbean. He equalled Mohammad Azharuddin's record of the highest number of away centuries by an Indian captain. He went past 3,000 runs in Test in just 73 innings. He also scored 1,000 runs as captain in his 18th innings, second only to Sunil Gavaskar.
After the big wait comes the big Kabali salvation. Now fans in India and abroad are thronging theatres to watch Rajini's newest blockbuster. The fans are also giving a super thumbs up to the movie. It well can turn out to be one of the biggest grossers and one of the biggest blockbusters in Indian cinematic history.
The Kabali mania is officially out of control. Look around you and all you see is the superstar. The mad rush for tickets to catch the first day, first show of the superstar. The festive mood in the air and fans in a frenzy to catch the star on the big screen.
You can watch it in any theatre, but when you see that superstar name come up on screen, those 5 seconds that you get that goosebump, that is paisa vasool, that is worth it.
Obviously, Rajnikant's first performance is undoubtedly the best, so there's nothing that I can even comment about it.
திரும்பி வந்துட்டேன்னு சொல்லு 25 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி எப்படி போனாரோ திரும்பி அப்படியே வந்துட்டான்னு சொல்லு கபாலிடா
Top to bottom I am enjoying. Past around 30-35 years I am seeing Rajini sir's movie, but this is ultimate.
The Kabali festival is in full swing and it's not just Chennai that's crazy about this Kollywood king. Hyderabad, Chennai, Bengaluru, Mumbai and even his fans from Japan have come down to catch the screening.
மறுவாசிக்கித்து மீசியா முறுக்கித்து ருங்கியா கத்திக்கித்து நம்பியாரு ஹே கபாலி அப்படி சொன்னாங்க தானே குறிஞ்சி சொன்னாங்க யோசுமா அப்படி வந்தா நிப்பாரு அந்த மாதிரி கபாடி ஞாச்சு அதா கபாடி தான்.
The Kabali mania is at its peak. Talaiva's fans dancing to drum beats and people reciting his dialogues. And the luckiest amongst all were Talaiva's US fans. The man in action was spotted at the US preview of the movie, putting to rest rumors of his ill health. With houseful shows and ringing cash registers, it is Magarchi or sheer happiness all the way.
If the West has its spelling bee champions, India will now be throwing up its first news whiz. Which is that school that will emerge #1 when it comes to answering questions on the news? Join us from this Sunday, 11 a.m. onwards on India Today TV as we join in the fun to find out who will be India's first news whiz.